This video will explore the concept of URL structure and its importance for search engine optimization. A well-structured URL can significantly improve your website's visibility. We'll cover what makes a URL search engine friendly and how to achieve it, ultimately leading to a better user experience. Let's break down the key components of a search engine-friendly URL. Firstly, use descriptive keywords that accurately reflect the content of the page. Secondly, keep URLs short and easy to understand. Thirdly, use hyphens to separate words, making the URL more readable. Finally, avoid special characters and parameters in the URL, as these can confuse search engines. Here is the anatomy of a URL: the protocol, which is typically HTTPS, then the domain, for example, example.com, and then the path, which is shown here as /blog/SEO-guide. Avoid using URLs like /p equals 123 ID equals 456, which are not search engine friendly. Here's a comparison of good and poor URL structures. A good URL structure is clear, descriptive, and well organized, as shown with examples such as /blog/SEO-best-practices-2024, /products/wireless-headphones, and /categories/smartphones/iPhone-15. On the other hand, a poor URL structure uses meaningless parameters, underscores, capital letters, and exposed file extensions, as seen in examples like /p ID equals 123 @ equals 456, /article_123_tips024, and /page.php title equals product ID equals 789. Now let's delve into the technical aspects of implementing good URL structures. Firstly, use URL rewriting techniques to create cleaner URLs. Secondly, implement 301 redirects for old URLs. Thirdly, handle URL parameters appropriately. Fourthly, ensure consistent URL case sensitivity. And lastly, implement canonical URLs to manage duplicate content. Here is a code example of how to do it in Apache Taxes. First, enable URL rewriting, then redirect non-www to www, and then clean the URL structure. Here is an example of canonical URL using the link tag. It is important to understand how to handle URL parameters. There are several types of parameters. For example, tracking parameters, filter parameters, and session parameters. These parameters serve different purposes, but they require careful handling for search engine optimization. Here are some best practices. Use the robots.txt file to disallow URLs with session IDs and configure parameters in Search Console, marking those that don't affect page content. As a pro tip, convert important parameters into clean URL paths by using URL rewriting. If you have a website in multiple languages, it's crucial to structure your URLs effectively. Two approaches are common: subdirectory and subdomain. In a subdirectory approach, use a language code as a subfolder, such as example.com/n/products for English and example.com/s/productos for Spanish. With a subdomain approach, use the language code as a subdomain, like n.example.com/products and es.example.com/productos. Regardless of your approach, maintain a consistent URL structure across all languages. Use hreflang tags to help search engines understand the language targeting and implement redirects based on user location. Here is an example of HTML implementation with link tag and an example of a sitemap entry for multi-language URLs. When migrating URLs, a strategic approach is vital. The process involves several steps. Firstly, create a URL mapping document to outline old and new URLs. Secondly, set up 301 redirects from old URLs to new URLs. Thirdly, update all internal links on your site to reflect new URLs. And fourthly, continuously monitor redirect chains for any issues. Always maintain redirects for at least 6 months after migration. Here is an example of a .taxs code and Jinx code for redirection. Some common mistakes to avoid: using a 302 redirect instead of a 301 redirect, creating redirect chains, and not updating the sitemap URLs. Monitoring the performance of your URLs is key to ongoing success. You should track various SEO metrics such as organic search rankings, click-through rates, crawl errors, and indexing status. For technical metrics, you should monitor server response codes, redirect chains, URL crawl frequency, and mobile friendliness. Finally, you need to monitor user metrics such as bounce rate by URL, time on page, page load speed, and overall user engagement. To monitor SEO metrics, you can use tools like Google Search Console and Bing Webmaster Tools. For technical metrics, tools such as Screaming Frog and DeepCrawl can be useful. And to monitor user metrics, you can make use of Google Analytics and PageSpeed Insights. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.